Hey guys, I'm Noelle, the host of Pop Punk and Pizza, and for this video I interviewed No Shelter, which is kind of a heavier band, a kind of metalcore, and I love heavy music and also pop punk, so I figured a lot of our listeners probably do too, and so I thought it'd be a great idea to interview them, and they're a great band, so I hope you enjoy this video.
Come in and have a slice of pizza.
Hi, I'm Noelle, the host of Pop Punk and Pizza, and today I'm joined by No Shelter, a band that's local to me. So they're from Illinois, and I saw you guys live last weekend, and I actually have a funny story about that if you want to hear it. So,
Absolutely, yeah.
yeah, so we went to Valhalla, which is like another venue that was close by, and me and my friend were just looking for records, and so there was a poster there for your show, and so we thought that your band was going to be playing at Valhalla, but so we stayed because like the show said it was going to be on the same day and the same time. So we stayed at Valhalla, and so we got up to the front ready to like headbang and mosh and whatnot. And like this jazz funk band starts playing. And so
No
I'm
way.
like, well, maybe it's just because like usually I thought that was weird because usually, the bands are like similar to each other, like the bands on the lineup. And so I was like, maybe it's just this band. So then the next band came up with like an electric violin, and that's when I knew it had to be the wrong show. So
It's our side project.
so then we realized we were at the wrong show. So we finally we were like driving around trying to find your show, and like it was in this little like strip mall area, and like the building didn't have a name on it or anything, so we're like, is this the right place? But we like heard the music coming from the building, so we finally found the place, and you guys were awesome, so I'm very excited to interview you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Thanks for having us on.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
yeah, that's funny you say that. Alex from Cruel Universe, his parents own the restaurant that's right next door, El
Oh,
Mana, and
okay.
so we were calling it El Mana Fest.
Yeah.
Just the four bands that were playing there, but yeah, it was super fun. I mean, like you just see the poster on the door, but other than that, there's no like it's like total DIY thing. Like you,
Yeah.
you don't know where it is gonna be, but yeah, I'm
Yeah.
glad you found it okay.
Yeah. I'm glad I did too. So first off, why don't you say your names and what your roles in the band are, like what instruments you play?
I'm Blake. I play the drums. I'm Ben. I play bass and do backing vocals.
I'm Jake. I sing.
And I'm Josh, and I play guitar.
Cool. And what made you want to start this band? Like, how did you guys meet each other?
Oh man, Josh, you want to
I
touch on
guess
that?
I mean I'm kind of the last person who like started the band. I guess me and my old friend played like just drums and guitar together in high school, and we just always kind of wanted to play music and jam. And he met Ben through school band, I think, right?
Yeah.
And then we just kept playing, and we were all pretty tight and had a good time. So just wanted to
Cool.
get some shows, and we just ran into Jake eventually.
We were
Cool.
we were friends in high school, and they had a different band that they went on under another name, and they needed a new singer, and I don't know. I was just friends with these guys forever, so I sent them this demo that I did with one of my friends, JJ, back at school, and they were like, like this is not too bad. Like let's try
Yeah.
it. Let's see how it goes. But yeah,
Yeah.
after that we just did like covers, and wrote this one song called "Thrown Away" that we kind of phased out. We don't play it too much anymore,
Yeah.
but yeah, after that we've been playing together ever since.
Cool. And when I see your band name, I immediately think of the Rage Against the Machine song. But how did you come up with your band name?
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's
We
that's how you
yeah,
that's what it's from.
we couldn't think of anything. We're all pretty big Rage fans in high school, so we would sit around like campfires and just think of band names like for hours. And one day, the old drummer just threw that out there, and we're like, "That's not terrible." And
Yeah.
we just kept using it. So
Yeah, I like it. It sounds cool.
Thank you.
And what are your favorite bands? Like, what artists or bands inspire you when you're writing music?
Man, Josh, you want to start?
like I said, we kind of this is a little bit. We used to really like Rage Against the Machine a lot. We still do, but like we don't really go for that sound too much now. We like Slipknot a lot. We listen to Knock to Loose for like more modern stuff.
For sure.
Maybe dabble a little bit in like that modern hardcore kind of stuff, but like some like classic metal stuff too.
Cool. Yeah, those are great bands.
Honestly,
Definitely.
Slipknot kind of brings us all together. We
Yeah.
went to a Slipknot show together, and
Okay.
that was kind of the start. That was before I'd even joined the band. Actually, I just knew these guys, and I actually went to a couple of like the first No Shelter shows, and then
Yeah.
um, once our old buddy JP, the old drummer, he couldn't make it just because of school. It was just too far for him to commit. I was happy to join them, and we just have a connection from music and from school, so it brings us together.
Awesome.
Should we talk about
Cool.
like I don't know all of our influences too?
Sure. Like anything that
Yeah,
inspires you when you're writing music.
definitely. Yeah. My favorite band of all time, definitely years away from our genre, but I love 21 Pilots. They're
Oh,
definitely
me
like
too.
really. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
awesome. You've seen
They're
them
like,
live before?
yeah, like four times.
No way. So how long
Yeah.
you been listening to them for?
Since like the Blurry Face album, so like 2015. But I like
Cool.
really
Yeah, me
got
too.
into them like during like the trench era.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I have their the self-titled album Lightbulb tattooed on my
Oh,
thigh.
cool.
But Tyler Joseph's my favorite singer for sure, but other influences, um, definitely Slipknot, Rage Against the Machine, Deftones for sure,
Oh yeah, I
Loathe,
love them.
they're awesome. Yeah, a lot of Loathe lately. Been getting into way more hardcore stuff now. Just Knocked Loose, Dying Wish, Kublai Khan, that type of stuff.
Yeah. Cool.
Most of
And
it from
what got you into playing music or um like did you guys take lessons or anything?
I kind of just have always played guitar. I don't know. I got one for my fifth birthday, and it's just
Okay.
at this point. I took a little bit of lessons, but mostly self-taught kind of stuff. Yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. Cool.
How about you?
I did I did this one vocal lesson thing when I was like in the band back when we were still doing like covers and like one or two originals. I don't know. I was like at that point in my life, I was just so anxious to sing in front of somebody that I don't know if I got anything out of it. But
Yeah.
most of my knowledge has just been from YouTube and trying stuff out. And I'm at Purdue and I got an apartment where I can just I don't know. I
Okay.
got like foam panels up and everything, so I can just try stuff out. My roommate is very
Yeah.
generous and doesn't mind
That's
me practicing
awesome.
games and stuff. So
Yeah.
besides those like couple lessons I had, mostly just YouTube.
Yeah, for sure. You can definitely learn a lot from YouTube.
Yeah, for
Yeah, I
real.
Um,
definitely learned a lot from YouTube in the beginning. Like just mostly self-taught. Just I actually started playing on like
yeah.
rock bands, like Guitar Hero, Rock
Okay.
Band drums. That was
Yeah.
I played that all the time back in the day, and then I finally got my own kit,
Maybe I should get a drum set.
and then, yeah, maybe I should get a drum set. And then kind of was self-taught. Took like a couple like School of Rock, like those kind of lessons, like
Yeah.
for a few months. But then after that, just kind of started jamming and just yeah, learning off YouTube, being self-taught like that, just listening to a lot of music.
Cool.
What you been?
Yeah, I mean, as much as I wish that I was like these guys and started when I was like out of the womb, I didn't pick up bass until freshman year of high school, just because that didn't like exist. There were no bassists anywhere, and there was
Yeah.
just an overwhelming need. So I was like, okay, I can buy one and yeah, go on YouTube and figure it out, and then put in
Yeah.
thousands of hours in a matter of just a couple of years, just to kind of like compensate for the amount of lost time that I didn't have, from 6 to age whatever 14.
I mean, like that's still pretty young to like learn the guitar. Like I started playing guitar like last year. So, I mean, you're not behind or anything.
You can always start. Always
Yeah.
start.
Yeah,
What do
you
you
can
like to
start at
play?
any time. Like what songs?
Yeah,
Um, I can play a little of Master of Puppets by
nice.
Metallica. Like except for like the interlude and like the solo, but yeah, I like to play Nirvana and like Green Day and stuff like that.
Nice.
What's the collection you got behind you? See, you got three guitars.
Oh yeah, I have Epiphone Les Paul custom. This is mine, and then this is my sister's. I'm not really sure what it is. I think it's like an Ibanez or something, and then um, I have like a Fender acoustic one.
Nice, cool.
Yeah. So you played a show yesterday at Purdue University in Indiana. So how was that?
It was fun. It was super fun. Our friend Robbie, he's big into this guy just like does everything. I don't know how he does it, but he offered to shoot a music video for us for free, which we are
Okay.
so unbelievably grateful for. But we have the single coming out, "Run Your Rivers Red." So
Yeah.
we took a couple run throughs of it of us like running through the song, and then we shot like with the crowd and everything. So we're gonna have
Oh,
that on
that's
quick.
awesome.
But there's a really big music scene here. It's definitely my favorite part about the school for sure. There's a
Yeah.
whole underground scene. Um, people just people just offer their basements up to play shows, and it's just the
Oh, that's so
sweatiest,
cool.
dampest, grossest environment in the best way possible.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
We
The
played a
un
show here last April too, and
Yeah,
that was it was an
That was
interesting
right.
show for sure. The
it was
basement
interesting.
shows are a whole different level, and we're finally glad to be back here playing a show again because it took us a whole year. So
yeah, that's
a lot
so
of fun.
fun. And so from the sneak peek of your upcoming single you posted, you guys sound pretty like professional, I would say. So like
Thank you.
do you go to a studio or like do you record at one of your houses or
So
Josh's
me and my dad kind of
or
like
shelter headquarters.
built this little like studio music room slash practice room. It's just kind of a room with foam panels on it that has a drum kit in it.
And
okay.
Oh yeah, and then I mean we have a nice like little audio software thing. But we tracked all the drums in there, and we did some guitars and bass, but we pretty much just like took the guitar clips, like tracked them with clean stuff, and then we gave that to a music producer that we worked with, and he just kind of
Oh, cool.
all the stuff, made it kind of sound nice.
Shout out to
But yeah,
Joe.
Joe, yeah.
yeah, Joe
I don't know how to say his last
Cairo, I
name.
think.
Kakiaro.
Yeah,
Josh met him at Guitar Center, and he's
Oh, cool.
so
Yeah.
happy. Like, yeah, we were
he
super
did a good
grateful
job.
for him.
He
He did an
was
amazing
super
job.
he was super
Yeah.
generous, doing all that work for us for like a college kid budget, so it really helped us out with that.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Everything produced in my basement or a college dorm. All the vocals
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
So pretty DIY, but then we just definitely had some help just on the mixing side of things.
Cool. And would you guys ever want to be signed to a record label or like is that a goal for you?
I mean, if we could get
Yeah,
there,
definitely a
Yeah.
goal. Definitely
Yeah.
a goal. I'd love to get there
Yeah.
someday.
Are there any like specific record labels?
Ben likes what?
Yeah, Unified. They're just yeah. There's a label called Unified that's has a lot
Okay.
of the bands that I've been listening to in the past 2 years that influenced me heavily. That I know they're signed to, but
Yeah,
other than that, I don't know a ton of like
I mean,
specific
Pure
names.
noise
Yeah,
too.
pure
Noise.
noise.
Pure
Yeah, that's a
noise.
good one. Cool. And what would be your dream venue to play at? Like any big venues?
That's
I
a good
don't know.
question.
Ooh.
I
There's
kind
so many at like different like stages and like capacity.
Right,
Like,
like
Yeah.
a realistic dream.
I kind of like the club venue vibe, like Bottom Lounge.
I
is
like
pretty
club
good.
Yeah.
I like Bottom Lounge. Yeah.
mhm.
We've been
Yeah.
going. Me and Dad have been going to a lot of House of Blues, Chicago shows
Oh, for
lately.
sure. That's a
I
good,
really like
great
that venue.
venue.
Yeah.
We'd
Yeah, I
love to
love that
play
one.
Subterranean too. We would
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I don't know. At some point, it would just be such a milestone
Yeah.
for us. It would be
Especially at
so
home.
so awesome. Yeah, back at home in Chicago.
Yeah. Cool. And you're releasing your debut EP, Run Your Rivers Red, next week on April 14. So, what is that album going to be about? Like, are there any main themes or like is every song different?
Ooh, thanks. It's just the singles, the only thing we're dropping on the 14th, and then we're dropping the EP on the 29th. But yeah,
Okay.
Josh wrote the. We were just like in his basement. I don't know. I was just kind of on my phone. Josh was just like playing some stuff on guitar and just like played this riff, and I'm just like both just kind of like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, Josh, you can touch on this more, but
Well, yeah. Usually I'll just like screw around on guitar just like in the middle of the night, and like if I ever do something that I think sounds cool, I'll kind of revisit it later and then like work with them. But me and Jake pretty much do most of the writing. And the album itself doesn't really have a theme like specifically. We
Mhm.
kind of just threw it together like a few songs. Like some of these songs are almost like 2 years old at this point.
yeah,
Okay.
crutch.
Yeah, like it's been a lot to get like things recorded and actually in I don't know in shape and stuff. So
Yeah.
not really, but yeah, I guess like what it's about. Like the first song we're dropping is kind of about that Highland Park thing last year.
Okay.
You know, there was a shooting and yeah,
Okay.
bad.
Shootings are bad. Yeah,
Yes.
it was just so crazy. Like, just seeing it's like you're almost numb to it at this point. Like you just see like shooting
Mm-hmm.
here, shooting there. It's just so
Yeah.
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah.
It's
It's
brutal.
horrible.
It's horrifying, and I don't know, just kind of expressing some emotions towards that.
For sure. And so, do you have a favorite song on the EP?
It
I don't
kind of
know.
changes. I don't know. I go back and forth. Do you guys have one?
Yeah.
I think Run Your River's Fair is
Yeah,
my
that's
favorite. I think that's why we're kind of releasing it 1st. We're kind of thinking
Okay.
that's our best song right now. We want to put our best foot forward, releasing that first. But Crutch is another one of my big favorites. Honestly, Crutch is really cool. That's a cool
Yeah.
breakdown.
Yeah. I really look forward to listening to this album. It sounds like it's going to be awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And so this is the Pop Punk and Pizza podcast. So I have to ask, what's your favorite kind of pizza?
Good question.
Ooh, pizza toppings.
Blake loves pineapple
Sure.
pizza.
Blake and I
Okay.
actually work at a pizza restaurant.
Yeah, me and Ben work together
Okay.
at Rosati's Pizza. And you know, I was always a hater on the pineapple on pizza wave. But
Yeah.
then once I started working at the pizza place, getting free pizza. I had to try it at least once. And
Yeah.
I like it. I've taken back what I've said about the pineapple on pizza. It's actually pretty good.
Yeah. I used to be like that too. Like I didn't even want to try it, but I don't know. I still kind of don't like it, but it's like I can have one slice and then like I'm good after that. I don't know. What about you
I've never been a
guys?
big fan of deep.
What?
No Chicago, like I don't know.
Really?
It's fine.
Oh, interesting.
Which is pretty good. I like
Yeah.
Giordano's. I think my favorite is just pepperoni and sausage.
Classic.
Yeah.
Thick crust, maybe not.
That's on the day.
Cool.
Definitely either Geno's or Lou's deep dish sausage patty pizza.
Yeah.
So good. Probably my favorite food of all time, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love deep
Wow.
dish. Especially, maybe this is a weird take, but deep dish pizza from the fridge cold the next morning is so good.
No,
I love.
everyone says that.
Is
I
that an
can't
everyone
stand it.
thing?
I hate cold pizza. But my
Dude, it's
dad,
so
like,
It's like
Yeah.
you don't have to like you can hold it and it like stays together. And it's like it's lovely.
Just put it in the microwave.
What
I
about
don't
you?
know. I would say margarita pizza is my
Oh,
favorite.
okay. That's a good take too.
Margarita pizza's good.
Yeah.
Still haven't had it.
I can't remember the last time I had margarita pizza.
I miss it.
Mm. Yeah. So, when is your next show?
It's at ISU in the Uptown, April 29th. So we're gonna release the EP the 28th for the like Friday release day norm, but then we're playing a show that Saturday with a few other bands. Feed the Monkeys. They
Okay.
play around Chicago. They're kind of like emo punk. I don't want to
Mhm.
miss the genre of them, but
Yeah.
but yeah, and then I actually play drums in like an emo hardcore band.
Okay, cool.
And play down there just at school, just a couple of my buddies. So they're gonna be on the bill. And then one of my friends, other bands, he's kind of like a heavier thing. They've never played a show before, so they're gonna just open the night off with their first show.
Cool. And so Jake, do you have any like techniques for like screaming? Because I know a lot of different vocalists have like their certain techniques that they use. So do you have any or do you just like go for it?
I've been working on it. My main technique for the longest time has just been exertion and just push it to get distortion in the most unhealthy way possible. But
Yeah.
it's really starting to take a damper on me. And like, I don't know if you can tell in my voice, I'm a little strained from
Yeah.
yesterday. There's a couple people on YouTube, Extreme Vocal Institute and Cardivox Academy, and there's this other guy, Chris Lipe. I'm watching a ton of their videos and saving up to do. They have like private lessons programs, and just saving as
Okay.
much as I can to get enrolled in that. But
Yeah.
definitely been going for more of a vocal fry.
Yeah.
It's been so weird to just like unlock the feeling of how to do it correctly, and like
Yeah.
I can get into it when I'm like recording, but I'm just bridging the
Mhm.
gap of being able to do it live when I'm jumping around. But
Yeah.
but yeah, definitely fry screaming is my favorite and where I'm
Yeah.
going toward.
Yeah, definitely. It's a cool like way of screaming. But yeah. it's just like very difficult. Like I've tried it myself and like, yeah, it's kind of hard to get down, but that's cool. And where can our listeners find your music?
Should be everywhere, I think. Spotify, Apple Music, all the main streaming platforms. It'll all be out.
Cool.
Deezer should be
Yeah.
everywhere. We have a
We're running through DistroKid, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spotify music link out
Send
right
it
now.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. And is there anything else you'd like to plug or mention before we go? Like social media or anything?
I don't know. Just follow our Instagram,
Most
TikTok.
social medias
Yeah.
at No Shelter Music.
TikTok, Instagram. Our
Yeah.
TikTok's so funny. We post so much funny stuff.
We need
Okay.
we need TikTok followers desperately. Best.
Cool. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, guys, for taking the time to do this interview. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having us on. It was nice to
Yeah.
meet you.
You too. It was a lot of fun. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Bye.
Thank you.
Take care.
You too.
Hey, hello, it's nice to meet ya. Hey, come in and have a slice of pizza.